So Nat, you've been watching Pastor Steve for almost 3 years, and you often watch it with Daddy. Tell me, what do you like about Pastor Steve's programs?
One that he can sort of tell the future with patterns in the Bible.
And he talked about the end times,
Yeah,
the end of the world, and all
Yeah.
that,
yeah.
and all those
And the
history
rap-
lessons about
Yeah, and the rapture.
Okay. So, Pastor Steve travels around the world. Anything you'd like to say?
How do you travel all over the world and realize those patterns in the Bible right away?
He reads the Bible.
I know, but how does he do it and there's millions of people all over the world reading the Bible, and most of them are like what's gonna happen in that next? The rapture's coming and stuff.
Yes. So maybe he can come to Mississauga or to Toronto, right?
Yeah,
Would you like him to?
yeah.
Okay. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Hi, Discover Ministry friends. It's Pastor Steve Cioccolanti here, and I want to make an important announcement for all of our fans. First of all, I want to thank you for the great support that you've given. You know that when you support Discover Ministries, you really get more bang for the buck than almost anywhere else that you can sow into. Our last video reached 1 million people within less than 3 weeks. We've gone out on missions, and you've helped support that, whether it's from Fiji to Burma to India to Japan. We've gone out to West Africa, we've gone out to Latin America, Peru, and you're a part of all of that. Not only that, we're getting the gospel out here from Australia, and with your support, we've been able to help build a church in Thailand. In fact, we almost single-handedly funded the building of a church property in Thailand. We've also helped a whole Christian community in India build their own self-sustaining business. But now it's come time for us in Australia that we have our own ministry home and our own church home. And what happened recently was that somebody has given us a below-the-market property that is very suitable for us to build a moderate ministry center. So what I'm asking you is to consider sowing in a much bigger way so that we can have our home. You know, the Bible promised us that we would have lands given to us. That's happening right now. That we would have live in cities that we did not build, vineyards that we did not plant. My goodness, God is doing that. In fact, one of the confirmations was that one of our Patreon partners called me up and said the Lord told him, put it on his heart to give towards a property, and he did not know that on that day, it was the day that our board decided to make an offer for a property that is owned by another nonprofit, and they're really giving us a wonderful deal. So what is it going to cost? I'm here to tell you, just to give you a perspective, and I'm not comparing ministries and all that. I just want to give you a perspective in your mind, because most people build houses, they don't build churches. Perry Stone, somebody that I think a lot of my followers like, he built a ministry center for $17 million, $17.5 million in the US, and they raised all of that cash before they even settled. There's a respected Asian pastor in Perth named Benny Ho, and they raised about $17 million Australian to build a brand new church in Perth. So what is it going to take for us to build our ministry center? Well, the good news is the land has come in much cheaper than normal. So we're really looking for, what we're asking God for is only 1.5 million. I know that's a lot of money for some people, but for the Lord, we want to build something that's really going to propel the gospel and continue to film and record and just put out great videos that you're used to and that you like. We want to keep doing that. So we need a home. It's time that Discover has a home. Again, more bang for the buck than almost anywhere else I can imagine, that these videos are reaching millions of people. We've just crossed over 34 million viewers, and it's just wonderful. I give God all the glory to that. So thank you for your support. Please pray about how you can help us to build. Again, only 1.5 million, we can build something quite useful, quite usable. Thank you for praying about it, and I hope to hear from you. God bless.